Hello, everybody. Welcome to Major League X-Wing. My name is Dylan Fernandez, and tonight I am joined by...
Justin Dickey. How y'all doing?
Hey, and we are coming at you from the Hondo Hijack League, which is a tournament benefiting the Perky Nerd in Burbank, California. It's my home store. Back in the before times, I would play there a couple times a week, and threw this tournament together to, help keep the lights on.
So let me clarify. They make X-Wing in real life?
They do! I can't believe it. I played X-Wing in real life for 3 years before I started digital X-Wing.
That's
wild.
crazy.
Yeah, those plastic spaceships gathering dust in my room were for something.
So sad. It's so sad.
It is a bit, but the upside is I can stream digital X-Wing without having a whole kit.
Yeah, that is the nice upside, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a whole lot more. Actually, I found that since we started playing Corona Wing online, that there's a whole lot more accessible tournaments up.
Yeah.
You get to meet a whole lot of new people that you otherwise wouldn't have. Get to play with some ships that you might not even own, and I found that the prizes are a lot more hefty in a lot of these tournaments.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like a lot of it's fan-sponsored prizing, and I guess fans know what fans want.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess good opportunity to cross-promote. Justin, my co-commentator today, is one of the crazy minds behind Team Jawa and their upcoming Spaceballs the Tournament. Lists go live for that tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's based on the Fabiddlegit to Biswamo format that debuted at the LVO, and it's going to be delightful chaos.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I've been obviously I have special privileges being the TO, being able to look at some of the lists people have been putting in. A lot of craziness. It seems like jank is the popular way to go right now. So I'm really looking forward to
a jank-friendly format.
Absolutely.
Speaking of jank-friendly formats, I think it's safe to say that Hondo Hijack is also a jank-friendly format because it's sort of weird by definition. For those of you who don't know about the Hondo Hijack format, each player gets a Hondo for free, who's an unreleased card that we have had the text spoiled for. And he does not take up a crew slot, so you can put him on any old ship. You could put him on a Vulture droid if you want. No one did. I'm a little disappointed. And then the other twist is after the game, Hondo double-crosses you and switches your list with your opponent. So you play your next game with the list you played against the round previous, and so on and so forth. So we're into round 3 now, so everyone is 2 games removed from the list they brought.
Yep. Yeah, it's a really fun format. You did a good job coming up with it.
Yeah, thanks.
Welcome.
It's been fun to watch along with. A little bit of extra work because I'm also tracking how well each list does, because we've got a prize for the list that does the best as well. So you can keep cheering on your list even once it's moved on down the line.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about these lists we're seeing here?
Sure thing. So on the left side, we have Tim Open. He is running a Republic list with Obi, Plo, and Lumi, all with CLT, and Padme with Intimidation.
I can't say I've ever seen Intimidation on Padme before.
Yeah, it's interesting. We'll see. I mean, as you said, these aren't the original owners of these lists. These have already been changed hands twice now.
Right.
So we'll see if you make use of that Intimidation or not. And then Tim has also opted to put Hondo on Padme, so she will be the one able to use that Hondo action.
That makes sense.
On the right side, we have Derek Snyder, who is playing an Imperial Scarif list. He has Scarif base pilot with an ISB Slicer and Admiral Sloan. That is the Pink Reaper. The Scarif base pilot is also the one carrying Hondo. The Yellow Reaper is Major Vermeil with Marksmanship and Death Troopers, and then running 3 Naked Planetary Sentinels.
That's a fun list. It's a lot of red dice, and theoretically a lot of just unopposed red dice. It looks like they're clicking on that timer, so...
Yep, and here we go.
Here we go. And to clarify, I think I've written it up at the top, but Tim is flying a list that was brought by JF Gaudreau, and Derek is flying a list brought by Elijah Hilliker. So these strikers are aileroning forward and then 3 forwarding, just sort of
Yep.
going fast. At least,
Yep.
their
Very
idea of
zoomy
fast.
boys. They're a little deceptive, especially if you've never really flown with or against them before. You might just look at the base style and go, these things don't move too fast. But the amount of maneuverability they have with those aileron, plus the extra speed from getting that free speed one move before they move is pretty incredible. And then the Reapers can obviously keep up really well between being a medium base and also having that free one speed move before they move.
Mm-hmm. They really move. Like the
Yeah.
first time I flew these ships, I was sort of blown away by how
Yeah.
screaming fast they are.
Yeah, it's they're tricky to learn definitely. I know my first time playing, I was using Duchess actually, which you'd think would be easier to fly because you get to choose whether or not to get the extra move. And I think I got to fire with her once because the rest of the time I was running into rocks or overshooting where I wanted her to be,
Yeah.
just trying to take advantage of that free move. But once you get the hang of them, they're really really fun to fly.
So it looks like we're sort of coming around the side with this Republic list. Padme 3 banks in for that free evade, and then barrel rolls around.
Yep.
Oh, but okay, Luminara is turning in, so curious to see how this engage turns out.
Now, I really don't think it's in Tim's favor to joust at all here. Those strikers and reapers throw a lot of red dice, um,
Oh, absolutely.
and the Jedi are kind of the Jedi are nasty to deal with because of the amount of greens they roll. Plus, they have the force to mod their dice, but it only takes one solid hit to really hurt them bad. So I think it's in his benefit here, and I think what he's doing is he's trying to split up his force and making Derek either have to commit to just one that could possibly escape his firing lane, just benefiting from that higher initiative. Either make him commit or split his forces, which would definitely help Tim out a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm curious to see how this next engage goes. I think there's a chance that Luminara gets caught in kind of a nasty spot, but I think if he plays it slow enough, he should be able to avoid the majority of that fire and turn
Yeah.
in with his other folks.
I think so long as Tim doesn't zoom forward with Lumi too hard, I think the only Imperial ship that really has a chance to really catch her is maybe the Blue Reaper, or excuse me, not the Reaper, Blue Striker. If it comes forward one and then does a 3 bank, might be able to catch her. But I think the rest of the list is a little too far back to catch her quite yet.
Yeah, I think that's probably the case.
Now, luckily, to Lumi's benefit here, she does have. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Stacey.
Ah,
Never
yeah.
mind.
Boy, do I
I was
love
like, oh
Stacey
yeah,
Teen though.
yeah, right.
He's my sleeper hit favorite Jedi.
Yeah,
Um, that ability to switch up your direction, especially with R4s, is just so nice.
absolutely.
But no, Luminara, could get a Hondo action, could be the recipient of a Hondo barrel roll or something if it's needed to help get out of the way.
Yep.
But I'm just hoping people Hondo. I want to
Yeah.
see some fun Hondo interactions this game.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen a couple of mixes. I mean, I've only played in 2 games in this tournament myself so far. I think I've personally used Hondo once, and I think that might just be the nature of the lists I've been running, where I haven't really needed him.
Mm.
However, in the last game that I played, my opponent used Hondo, I think 4 or 5 times.
Oh wow!
He had it was a nice little idea. It was the Two Tubes brothers, and he had Hondo on which one's on the X-wing? Is that Edrio? Or yeah,
I
Edrio
think
on the
Edrio is the
X-wing.
X-wing and Benthic is the U.
Yeah, so what would happen is Benthic could move, pass his token over to Edrio, which gives him a free action when he activates, which he would use to Hondo my ships, and then he would move and take his other action, usually a lock, so that you have a double-modded shot, and he's messing with my list with Hondo. It's a nice little combo.
Yeah, that's really fun. I like that.
Yeah,
I think I feel like that might have been Alex's list. I remember theory crafting that with him. That's a cool one.
that sounds about right. It's Alex FMN, correct? I believe that's what his username is.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, Alex
Yeah.
Rallino.
Okay.
All right, so
So I
yeah,
think.
we've got pretty much the moves I expected over here. The
Yep.
one and then the three bank. Although this is not an example of mediums always fit,
Yeah.
because pink has in fact bumped. Uh, but yellow fits, so we're okay.
Well, pink is first of all, pink is a little too far off to do much here, aside from
Yeah,
maybe a focus. But I don't foresee Lumi wanting to joust with this anyway. I don't think pink is in dire need of that action this turn. Not a
yeah,
big loss. But
yeah.
pink is the Sloan carrier, so that one he definitely wants to keep up with everybody else.
Okay, yeah. So we see that hard one barrel roll out of the way, grab a focus just in case blue is at range. That it's on the edge if it is. And then we've got Obi-Wan and Plo. Oh, interesting. We've got Obi-Wan zooming around the edge, but Plo coming in slow.
It's
Good old
like
slow Plo.
I'm wondering here if he's trying to bait with Plo or if he's going to come in hard with him. Uh, it's kind of a spooky position that he's putting himself in. I
Yeah,
suppose because he basically has two choices with Plo. He can either zoom forward, which could get caught by almost the entire list there,
yeah,
or he can come in hard and almost get caught by the entire list there. Uh,
yeah,
so it's kind of a spooky position. It's going to be like a 50-50 choice, and if he gets the right choice, it's going to feel awesome, and if he does the wrong choice, it's going to feel really, really bad.
mm-hmm. So
It's
what,
honest.
yeah,
Sorry.
no, continue.
Because honestly, I mean, Plo's a much juicier target than Lumi, I
Oh,
think.
I would have to agree. The I5 alone is nice, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Luminara's got the defensive combo with Padme, so could also
True.
be a
And I
priority
suppose
target.
with the initiatives that they have on the field, then there's not a whole lot of difference between Lumi and Plo in that regard. However, I believe Plo is worth a little bit more points.
I would guess so. Yeah.
Let me see here. Oh yeah, Plo is a whopping 3 points more.
Wow, that's it for the increase. I guess. Yeah, I guess Luminara's power is arguably more powerful enough to compensate for
Yeah.
initiative difference.
Yeah, so I retract my previous statement. I think Lumi actually would be a better target here.
All right, so what, are we thinking a turn in from these strikers to try and catch a Plo or a Luminara, considering that Lumi's probably trying to go hide in those clouds, or
Yeah, it's gonna be a little tough for Derek. I feel because I mean they're not Duchess, so he has to take that aileron. I almost feel like if he can just keep them in formation, maybe do like a one bank for or a one bank aileron followed by one straight. That'll give him a nice wide net to catch Lumi or Plo no matter where they go. Probably eat the cloud next turn, but the strikers can actually aileron over the cloud and still get their action so long as their normal maneuver doesn't cross it. So might be a risk worth taking here. But I definitely think the strikers should just come in very gently right here towards that cloud on the leftmost side on the stream and
Mhm.
try to throw a really wide net to either catch Lumi or Plo.
I think that makes sense. See what they do, and then Obi-Wan's obviously gonna start diving in on this turn, and then probably gonna get a turn in from Padme as well. Okay, that was the other thing that I expected was the one straight and one hard. Really try and lean into this area, and then goes for the evade. Interesting, a very balanced approach.
I don't think he's going to fully commit his entire force that direction. Yep, there it is. So he's going to spread out here, try to catch that big or cast that big net,
Yep.
just in case Lumi comes in hard. So it does look like Derek's splitting his forces just a little bit. I mean, they're still within range of each other, so they can support each other no problem. But he is spreading out his arcs.
This is pretty.
What? Yeah, he's maneuvering them really well.
I feel like Derek has flown strikers before.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen Derek in a couple other tournaments. The two that the Team Jalevs run or have run included, and he usually gets pretty high up in the cut. So definitely a player that knows what he's doing.
See, I see him hesitating. Is he pondering a Hondo action?
I think so because I mean it would benefit him a lot. Yep,
He's
going Hondo.
Hondoing.
Yeah, Hondo on the Reaper is really solid because it basically extends that jam action.
Mm-hmm.
I think the play here is you want to give that probably give a jam to Lumi, I would imagine.
Yep.
Yep, and then coordinate Padme because she's the furthest out of the engagement. It's going to be harder for her to come in.
And that's the right choice for Padme, I think.
Take that lock. Taking a lock. Yep. So I'm fully expecting Padme to do a hard turn in here then.
Yeah, I think that probably tracks.
She does a 3 hard turn to the right, followed by a boost. I think she'd have pink.
I don't believe that chassis has a boost.
Does it not?
Does it?
I could have sworn it has a boost.
Maybe it does. It's been a while since I've flown one of those.
The N1 has a focus, a
it does have
lock,
a boost.
A barrel roll, and a boost.
It doesn't have a natural evade. It can only get the evade by going fast. That's what I was remembering.
That is a little strange, though.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
You gotta go fast. It's not like you're being evasive. You're just fast. It's the It's the Blackbird methodology. Just outrun the missiles.
Yeah. Sonic speed.
Okay, so it's the hard 2 in. Interesting.
Yep. Unfortunately, with a hard 2, she won't have the room to clear that boost with Plo right there.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Because I really think that 3 would have worked well.
And she just decides to get out of dodge, which I suppose makes sense. And then Luminara seems to be trying to escape as well. I feel like we're probably going to see... Yep.
Boost and then a barrel roll. Get behind that cloud.
You think behind the cloud or barrel roll left and up, and then you're just probably out of range of everybody?
Yeah, that's probably a better call, yeah.
Just kind of isolate you for the next turn, though. Oh, she just doesn't do anything. Oh, Plo clips the cloud.
That's
unfortunate.
It's not too bad because I think he's just out of. Well, let me see here.
He's probably out of the Scarif
Sark. If gonna have him or not.
Blue's the blue got him obstructed.
Oh, there you go. He used his fine-tuned controls. Go ahead and boost. Clever. That's a pretty good spot. The only shot he's taken is from blue, and blue is unmodified.
Yeah.
Plus, it triggers his CLT.
Yeah, I think he will have bullseye on that. That's pretty rad.
Just out.
Just out. Yeah, I would have probably fine-tuned a boost there and then gone for something else, but...
Yeah. Yeah, if he had gotten that boost, he would have been in to maybe, or at least get a pot shot into pink.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks like we do have that range 1 bullseye.
Yeah.
To pink, which is our Sloan carrier.
Yeah, that's definitely the one that Tim wants to focus down first.
Oh yeah, decidedly the priority target.
Mhm.
Reckon he'll just spend the force.
Yep. The CLT, unfortunately, irrelevant there. Doesn't have enough mods to spend it. Does get the evade, so that is shields off of pink.
Alright. First
First blood.
strike, here we go.
Yep. I think blue is going to be the only one with a shot here. Pink might
Pink will
just
probably have
have
Luminara.
Bloomy.
Okay, yeah, Pink will definitely have.
Yeah. And I think it's unobstructed, actually.
Yeah, that'll be range 3 unobstructed. Not exactly where Luminara wants to be, but
No. Yep.
so this is gonna
Should
be range 2 into Flow.
into unmodded Plo. Unmodded reds and unmodded greens. Just one hit.
I think Flow's okay with that.
Should be.
Yeah.
Yep, he's fine.
Yep, range 3 unobstructed.
So we got 3 more into 4. Lumi does have a single force available. Oof.
Well,
Somebody letting the stormtroopers fly the ties in this game, apparently.
yeah. Uh, Obviously, the Death Troopers are on the other, the other Reaper, and they are the accurate stormtroopers. So.
Yeah, right. All right, so that was definitely a good trade-off in Derek's on Derek's side. He only took 2 shots, and lucked out with the red dice not showing much, especially since Lumi didn't roll all that well. In exchange for 2 shields off of the pink Reaper, so I think Derek's in a happy place so far.
Yeah, that's a good trade.
Yep.
I do
I'm
think
sorry, Tim's in a good place
yes.
right now. Mixing them up.
I do think Pink is going to be in sort of a rough spot given where it has to be next turn.
I think the Reaper has a 1 sloop, does it not?
Oh, it might.
So
That ship is always so bizarre.
if it does a 1 forward aileron followed by a 1 sloop to the left, it'll fit right in between those clouds. Should give a pretty good shot into OB, or excuse me, not OB. No, actually, yeah, probably OB, possibly Plo, and also in a good position where I don't think he'd be taking any shots back unless Padme just turns really hard in. But I think that's unlikely.
I don't hate that option. Do we think Plo is just going to try and clear that one hard, or is he afraid of someone being in that spot?
I think Plo's in kind of a scary position right now. I don't know if he wants to hang out in the area that he is right now. I think he needs to bug out. I really think it benefits Tim in this game to basically just be doing hit and run, take advantage of that higher initiative, take advantage of that force, double reposition everything basically to do a little chip damage to these Reapers, and once the Reapers are gone, I think he can fully engage the Strikers, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
But those Reapers, he needs to get clear of those because those can mess him up bad. Now, as for the Strikers here,
Yeah.
I think I think pink does that turnaround. Blue can do a 1 bank into 1 forward, which would bump Plo, but set him up really nice to hit Obi if Obi comes in. That'll also clear the way for green and red to go ahead and maybe do a 1 bank followed by a hard turn. And then yellow here, I'm not quite sure what to do with Vermeil.
Yeah.
Not too familiar with the Reaper style.
I
Truth
mean,
be told.
let me pull up a dial.
Oh. Dials aren't the best. They do have a stop. All of their turns are red.
Oh.
So I think Vermeil could maybe do a one aileron to the right, followed by a hard turn to the right, speed 1. Should be able to catch Plow. And set him up for plenty of good moves the next turn.
Sense. This is one of those turns where everyone's probably
Yeah.
second and third guessing all their moves. I know I
Yeah,
would be.
this is one of those points in time where that you still have a lot of guns on the board, and one bad turn at this point could spell basically what happens for the rest of the game. So this is a crucial turn here.
Like they're just about ready to go. I'm seeing set on all these dials. They're currently in the Ernesto dial check phase. So, as is tradition.
As you do. Now I will say I mean there's interesting things on both of these lists. So there's the one forward. We did a one bank to the right rather than the sloop.
Okay.
Trying to catch Padme most likely.
Yeah. Probably will. Probably get a good look on Padme there.
Yeah. I will say I don't think I've ever seen ISB Slicer, and I don't think I've ever seen Death Troopers played before.
Oh, really? I've seen Death Troopers a fair few times. Generally in this use alongside Sloan, it can be pretty nasty if you can make that work. I don't particularly recall what an ISB slicer does.
I believe if it's in range 1 to 2, let me double check here. During the end phase, enemy ships at range 1 to 2 cannot remove jam tokens.
Oh, okay, that's fun for a Hondo based list. There could be
Yeah,
some shenanigans there.
that might also be part of the reason that Pink moved in, just to be able to really utilize that support ability, make sure to get into range of all of Tim's ships. Because he could do just a normal jam if he doesn't want to give that coordinate, but he is doing range 3, so he is hondoing, jamming Lumi again.
No,
Oh, I'm
coordinating
sorry,
Lumi and jamming
coordinating
Padme.
Lumi. Yep. So
Oh,
that
to get
strips
that
that
lock off.
target lock. That sounds like a sound plan.
And Luminara is going to focus with that
Yep.
reaction. Perhaps not playing her hand at all by
Yep.
just focusing there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Honestly, I'm fully expecting Lumi to do like a hard one, and then maybe a boost to the right,
Oh, that's
followed by
interesting.
barrel.
We got the
If that fits.
bank in sloop from Blue over here.
Yep. It's a good way to catch, maybe catch Obi if Obi's coming in hard and fast. I don't know if that's the best place to put Blue, because I don't think Obi's going to come in that fast. Lumi's obviously not going to make it there, neither will Padme.
Yeah,
And Plo's obviously leaving, so I don't know if that's the best place for Blue.
that sloop
Uh,
from Green is a little not what I expected either.
yeah, I think he's trying to cast a wide net for Plo. Yep, there's the hard one for red.
Yeah. So we're probably gonna get something similar from yellow.
Yeah, I'm fully expecting a one bank followed by a one hard from yellow. Aileron, there's one bank. One hard won't fit. Oh, did one sloop.
Okay, yeah, really
All
going
right.
hard on Plo, which
Yeah.
probably a good call.
Yeah, well, that's something you definitely want to do when you're going after these Jedi. I mean, if you want to take them down, they roll 3 greens, and they almost always have dice modifications. So if you want to take them down, you really, really need to focus them down. And I think he's making the right choice here. Once again, I think Blue's position is is strange.
Yeah.
But red, yellow, and green, I think, are in a really, really good spot to catch Blow, or at least force him to disengage. It's gonna feel really bad when blue hard ones into a boost, though. Maybe that's what blue is for. Okay, Padme zooming forward, take an evade. Gonna go ahead and boost, try to get a little bit more clearance and get that cloud in between pink and
Oh,
Padme.
that is a rough spot for Blow.
Yeah, that's not a good place. He's taken 3 shots.
Yeah, that is a good spot for Obi-Wan, though.
Yeah,
I see
absolutely.
a boost in focus and just have a good time. Okay, he's considering moving the lock. Is he gonna boost first? I would. He does.
Yep. Boosting.
And moving the lock. Yep.
Yep. Pink's gonna be in some pain here. However, I do think that boost put him in arc of the blue center striker. So I do think Obi will be taking a shot here.
That's true.
He's got Obi firing his 3 shots and then the free eyeball from CLT. That's pretty solid.
2 crits. Spend the. Oh, what? Okay.
Spend the lock.
Uh.
Do you spend 2 force here?
See, I would have re-rolled the blank and the eye.
Yeah.
And then hoped to only need to spend 1 force.
Yeah.
But instead we get an Obi-Wan with no mods taking a range 2 from blue.
Yeah.
So
trusting in his greens is always a mistake. Oof, that's a sad pink.
yeah,
That's 2 hits, 2 crits, and a pink. Could be looking at a dead Reaper. Definitely half points.
definitely half. Let's see what these crits come out to be.
Damage engine doesn't matter because they're already red turns. Hull breach is not a good one.
No, it is not. So the scarf is down to 2, but let's see if Flo can squeak something in here.
Yep, Flo's gonna try to take that gun off the board.
He's off to a good start.
Both of those will go up to criticals. And he rolled natties.
Well, he needed them.
So Pink's still on the table with a hull breach and a damaged engine. Once again, I don't think that damaged engine matters at all.
Oh, I don't believe it does.
Because it has 1 and 2 turns and they're already red.
Unless we get a ruling that purple is harder than red, then...
Thinking about that, I really don't feel like that's going to be the case.
I don't think so.
And my reasoning is, if they have a force, it's actually better than red, because you still get that action in that case. Whereas a stress, you don't. So right. I think doing a purple move, spending a force, and then taking a focus is a perfect trade. I think that's great.
Absolutely.
So we have a hit focus into Plo.
It spends a focus.
No, you get to change it because of his ability.
Oh, right. That's just for mile being for mile.
And then one of those goes to a crit because he does have a bullseye.
Oh, boy.
Does get a re-roll because of Sloan. Into an eyeball. Fortunately, won't make a difference this time. And Plo only takes 1 evade, so his shield is gone. Luckily, that ate the crit, though, so he's not going to have to take that on the chassis itself.
Yeah. Got a range 3 coming in from Striker in the back. That would be green.
Single crit. Gets to re-roll from Sloan. Hit crit.
Oh, and I can't tell if that's an evade or not.
It is a blink.
Okay.
So good on Plo. Console fire.
Uh-oh.
Usually afford those on some thicker chassis, but on something with only 3 hull, 2 once you have the crit.
Yeah.
not a good thing to be sitting with. He needs to get rid of that. Unfortunately, with where he's sitting right now, he's not in a good position to take that off. I've got a range 2 at a Plo, or excuse me, an OB. We're getting a reroll.
Why?
He's not. He's not stressed. He realized that after he re-rolled it, so he took it off. And OB just fine.
Why would Plo do a K turn into a Sloan Swarm?
I don't know. Did Red fire yet?
I don't believe he did. I think he's building suspense, perhaps.
So we got a range 3 into an evade Padme. Can't do anything with those dice, so she's fine.
Yeah, that's gonna
especially
be
with that
4 evades, so
yeah.
more than enough. And now, red.
Yep, this could be a game changer here. If he gets like just 2 hits, that's a dead Plo.
Yeah,
Plo has 1 force available for months. That's a pretty solid. I mean, that's at least 1 crit going through. He's got to roll natties.
That's a dead Plo.
And that is a dead Plo.
Oh boy. Well, that 1 point lead is now a 23-point deficit, but
yeah.
Certainly overcomable. But you're down to 3 guns now, which is never the exciting thing to see.
Absolutely not.
Poor Plo Koon.
He was too good for this role.
That's true. At least in this universe, he lived long enough to get taken down by the Empire instead of shot in the back by his own men.
Yeah. Oh, that's a feel bad.
Yeah, I always thought they did him dirty. His clones loved him, and like,
yeah.
Ugh.
Well, I just finished watching Clone Wars for the first time.
Oh wow!
Like a week ago. So, yeah.
Including that new Netflix season.
Netflix season.
Or sorry, Disney Plus.
Netflix
did the old new season, and then Disney Plus did the new season.
I guess you could.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did watch season 7. The Siege of Mandalore arc was fantastic.
So good.
I will say I didn't really. While I can admire the amount of work that got put in to do the mocap fight between Maul and spoiler alert, Maul and Ahsoka. I can appreciate that, but at the same time, like especially after binging the entire season or show, excuse me, before that, it was a little off-putting going from the animated lightsaber duels to the mocap stuff.
Huh. Interesting. Maybe because it had been a few years between watching the show and watching that season, it didn't strike me as off. I kind of loved it, but I could see why that would be jarring.
Yeah, no, it's by all means it was cool and I liked it. I mean, it was obviously a labor of love thing that they wanted to do for the character and for the show, you know, being the final send off. But it was a little weird watching it back to back. You know, it's a personal thing, and it really doesn't detract from the story at all. And again, it's cool that they did that. It's just something that stuck out to me.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I think Pink's in kind of a rough spot here.
Yeah.
I feel like Luminara and Obi-Wan can both turn in on Pink and make sure he's dead.
Yeah. Downside with that though is it's really easy for blue, red, green, and yellow to really, really come in hard on Obi. Obviously, sacrificing actions to do most of that, but they can still come in and just throw red dice.
Yeah, I don't see yellow being able to get angle on Obi-Wan just because he's stressed, so he won't be able to Aileron and will have to do a bank.
You're right, and then he can't turn because it's red.
Right.
But yellow can't for sure. But
so yeah, yellow and green probably won't be able to get too much there. But red and blue.
I think green actually can, because green can do a 2 bank to the left, just sit on the cloud. What else can green do here? Green can just do a hard 1.
That's true. That's true. Green can get guns. So pink ailerons and sloops.
Yep. Taking that stress, so we won't be seeing a Hondo this turn.
Aw. That's okay. We already got plenty of Hondos in this game, which is great.
Yeah.
So
There's the
you
hard
called
one
it
for
on the
green.
hard one. Yep.
Blue, I think, is just going to go straight through this cloud.
Yep.
Yep. Clears the stress, but we'll need to roll for a strain.
He is
Ooh,
strained.
takes the strain. Never something you want to see on strikers since
No.
they're already only rolling 2 dice. Now he's rolling 1. And on 4 health, that those pop fast. All right, red aileroning here. Going to be doing the hard one. That does clear.
Wow. I'm impressed.
Going to I would have see if I was running red here. I think I'd barrel roll to the left would be a good decision.
Yeah, set yourself up for a better next turn, but it's draw. And there's that bank to clear the stress from yellow.
Yeah. And to stay put, take the focus. I think he might be anticipating Obi just shooting forward. But overall, I think with the Aether Spite's already rolling 3 greens, you definitely don't want to be shooting them through a cloud and giving them another green with another mod.
Oh, certainly
They
no.
already have plenty.
Oh, going for the red coordinate. Maybe we're gonna see that barrel roll out of red after all.
Huh. Quite possibly. That'd be a good call. Could also be passing a focus over to blue.
Also a solid possibility.
I think he really wants the barrel roll on red, though. Don't give up your action next turn.
Well, I think what you mentioned earlier, red could aileron over the cloud and then turn in to not skip the action, right?
He could do that, but he would have to aileron to the left because I think that's the only way he's going to clear that cloud for his maneuver.
Absolutely. And yep, there's that barrel roll from red.
Yep.
Good call.
Plus, this will also give him a clear shot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't foresee Obi going in there, but red will have a shot. Green will most likely have a shot.
Right, Luminara does that one hard in and just sort of dances alongside pink.
Yeah, not a whole lot Lumi can do there. So I think just take that lock, get set up for later.
There's a slim chance she's got a corner, but slim.
Yeah, that's pretty slim. I think she has it. I think she just barely has it, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Padme starting to come in a little bit here, getting that boost. She will finally have a shot. I definitely think that was a mistake on Tim's part as far as Padme goes. She's been out of the fight way too long.
Mm-hmm.
Obi did come in really hard.
Wow.
That's a really bad spot to be. I don't think there's anywhere Obi can do to make this much better. He can maybe barrel roll forward to the right and then boost to get out of green. Still be taking a shot from blue and then maybe an obstructing shot from red.
I think that's what he's trying.
Yeah. So he did clear green for sure. I do. Yeah, it's going to be a shot from blue and an obstructed shot from red.
And he's still force starved because he had to double reposition there. So.
Yep. So he's got no mods against blue, and he only has the single evade from the cloud from red. Padme will be the first shot here.
Yeah, and she'll take that range 2 obstructed, but into the strained blue. Yep.
Just one.
Yep.
Got it.
And blue's safe.
And that will strip the strain.
Looks like she does have that corner.
Just barely.
Just barely, but it could be just enough.
Ooh!
Oh, it might be. Oh, it will be.
Yeah, that's a dead pink. That is a very dead pink.
All right. That puts Tim back up by 2, which seems like a little, but also getting Sloan off the board is a big deal.
Yep, that's goodbye to all those rerolls.
Yeah.
So we're getting a crit chain here. Fuel leak. Hull breach. Hull breach.
Wow. That is
That's a
quite a
lot
lot.
of pink.
That's a very dead pink.
Oh, that's a dead Hondo.
Yeah, we lost a Hondo.
Always feels bad when you lose a Hondo.
It's okay. There's still a Hondo on the other team. The real Hondo is now revealed.
Yeah. It is a little concerning if you start to think about it too much. I mean, the N1 is not a very big ship, and somehow we have Padme and Hondo in there.
I would like to picture Hondo disguised as an astromech droid, just in the astromech slot.
Ooh, there's another solid shot, but it is obstructed into a
Oh, Obi-Wan's
and
fine.
4 of 8.
And now the scarier blue shot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you want to keep those dice. They've been working well for you so far.
Yeah.
Hit crit.
Hit crit.
Same before. Ooh, they're going the...
Oh, that's not fun.
Hull breach. Not
It's the
the end
crit of the
of the...
day. Yikes.
At least it's not a direct.
That's true. That is half on Obi-Wan though, so the lead once again changes hands.
Trust green dice.
Oh no, never trust green dice. They can only get you so far. Trust mods. Mods you can trust.
Mods are your friend. Heroic is your friend.
That's fair. Oh, heroic.
How are you? Only 1
Well,
point.
I mean, it technically doesn't provide a ton of real value. It just provides a lot of psychological.
I think a big part of it is because it's often comboed with
Optics.
advanced optics.
Yeah.
Has that really good consistency until you get the blank focus joke roll with an RZ2. That always feels bad.
It's all I roll on RC2. Blank focus all day.
Yeah. Amen. So I really feel that Derek still has the upper hand here. I mean,
Yeah.
having already taken blow half on Obi-Wan, who also has hull breach, hasn't touched Lumi or Padme yet. But so far, the only damage has been on Pink. Hasn't done any other damage on any of the other strikers or Camille.
Yeah. I feel like it's an uphill battle for Tim and has been since Plo died, to be perfectly
Yeah.
honest.
Tim still does have access to Hondo, so he can still do a little bit of shenanigans against his opponent. Derek has lost his Hondo, so Tim will no longer have to worry about that being done to him. Sloan is also gone, which is a big help.
Mm-hmm. That's what's, if Tim wins, that's going to be a big hand into why.
But we've already seen Sloan definitely pay for herself. I mean, he's gotten 3 rerolls off of her, and I think all of them rolled into something better for him. So I think he's definitely Sloan paid for herself already.
Oh yeah. Well, I like Sloan. I think she's a fun addition to the Imperial archetype. Having that one ruthless commander and a bunch of generics, I think, is a very Imperial playstyle.
It's very imperial feeling. Excuse me, imperial filling. Yeah,
It's my favorite type of Pop Tart. It's the one with the imperial
it's nice and play inside.
filling. We do love play.
Yeah, I feel like Sloan is really necessary to run the generic Imperial Swarm anymore nowadays. They're just so. Obviously, I'm biased because I'm an Imperial player by heart, but the other kinds of swarms are just so outclassed by the other swarms available between Pocho and the Sixth Swarm and Vulture Droids and now Spam Tech. The Tie Fighter is kind of sad.
Yeah, I. It's a bummer. It happened in 1.0 too, where the TIE Swarm was really solid and then just kept getting outclassed by other better options. But I still love a TIE Swarm. I flew Inferno Squad for the first year of 1.0 or 2.0 and loved it, but I don't know. I'm hoping
Green
we get
Gun,
a oh yeah, green
Drain
Winnow
on
Blue
the
Cloud.
something that I'm looking forward to is it's called Deadeye Shot, I believe. I think that's assuming it's cheap enough, and I would assume it is. It's probably going to be a 1 or 2 point upgrade. I think that's really going to find a home on Inferno Swarms.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun.
You
I'm
get
excited for these new tie only mods that are gonna start coming out as well.
yeah, those are cool. I'm looking forward to seeing some of those, and I hope that they make more of them. We've seen two so far. I think just two. The one that lets you barrel roll after a red maneuver, and then there's another one, and I completely forget what it does.
Yeah, I don't remember that one either. Because the barrel roll after a red is coming out with the brute, right?
I believe so. I think the other one is coming with a V wing, and I
Yeah.
believe it has something to do with like changing a K turn into a sloop or something like that.
Huh. That could be fun.
Yeah, I think it'll definitely help out the Tie Fighter dial a little bit, and I think it's a modification slot, which is good because the Tie Fighter can actually take those.
Yeah, that's exciting. That if it's a good mod slot, I think interceptors might dig that as well with their double mod slot.
Yeah,
I'd love to
absolutely.
have some mods that actually make that worthwhile.
I'm really hoping for some interceptor pilots. Is what I'd like to see more of.
Yeah, I think what Sky Strike Academy is one of the upcoming packs. I think that could have a interceptor
Yeah,
pilot or two.
yeah, I'd be very surprised if we don't get at least 1 or 2 new interceptor pilots in that. I'm hoping for Sienna. Would be kind of neat since we already have Thane for the
Yeah,
rebels.
Sienna would be great. Trilla would be fantastic.
Trilla would be awesome. I really want Trilla.
A force
Or
wielding
even
interceptor.
what's the guy, the new guy that just came out today with the
Yeah, he's great. What is his name? I
Gray,
thought it was
something
Greg,
Gray.
but it's Gray.
It, it's Gray, something Gray. I don't remember his first name, but he was pretty cool. Looks like we've got a failed barrel roll from Padme.
Well, she tried to go
Not.
back, so that'll clear it
Oh,
mid.
yep. There
Yeah.
she goes. She's fine.
Still don't know if that's the move I would have done, but you know.
Yep.
Okay. Obi-Wan just sort of scooting around the edge there. I'm expecting a barrel roll out of the way, or perhaps a boost and then a barrel roll. Just get out of the arc.
Yeah. Meant to flip that force, but he I think he pressed. I think he rolled it instead of flipped it.
Oh, fun! What a mystery. Um, I'll.
There you go.
There
He
we
got
go.
it.
He found it.
Ooh, Lumi's being a zoomy girl.
Loomy, loomy. That's what I always say.
Oh wow.
Oh, this is what I get for casting on a Monday night. I get that first day back to work loopy.
Oh no,
Um, All
That's
right, we've
fine.
got a
But
good shot coming in here from Obi-Wan. I
oh,
thought until he rolled meh.
until he rolled the dice. Oh man. Oh, spend the
Does he even
focus.
bother spending it? I wouldn't.
Oh.
No, spend the shield. Yeah, I agree
Well,
with that
because
decision.
Vermeil's going to be shooting at Padme, no doubt,
Yeah,
and he's already going to be able to mod one because she doesn't have any green tokens. So I don't think he needs to keep it
well, that's fair.
because it's going to feel really bad when he rolls his red dice and he only rolls one focus.
So this Padme into
Yep.
Vermeil, apparently.
This is Vermeil into Padme.
Is that range 2?
Uh, why did we change a blank?
I don't know.
I'm confused.
I'm likewise confused by.
Let me pop over and check that real fast. I'll be right back.
Yep. So yeah, I'm seeing. Yeah, that is range 1 from Vermeil to Padme, and from Padme to Vermeil.
So that was my mistake. Apparently, Vermeil can change blanks to hits if they don't have greens.
Neat. And do we know why he didn't roll a 4th die?
Because Vermeil is.
Oh, Padme was range 2 from Vermeil, but Vermeil was range 1 from Padme.
Yep, it's because
The
the
arc.
width of the plastic on
Wow.
the base, the quote unquote plastic.
Always hate when that happens.
Yeah. That actually worked out in Vermeil's favor because he would have only been able to change one eyeball anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, now Padme has a fuel leak.
Uh-oh.
That is half on Padme as well.
Yeah, that's real spooky.
Hit crit. Getting some really solid reds out of Derek's dice here.
Mm-hmm. I'm really curious to look at those stats at the end of it. But
Oh, yep.
generally good greens from these Jedi.
Yep. Generally.
Generally. And you've got to go for Padme here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Going for Padme, see if you can get that kill. 3 dice into 3. Only mod is from the cloud. Well, that's pretty solid. That's 3 hits.
Mm-hmm.
The benefits of ruling an I-1, you can mod to your heart's content. And she takes 2 evades, so that is 1 more hit into Padme.
Boy. Down to her last piece of hull. So she lives this round, but we'll see.
Yep. And fuel leak is now irrelevant. Yeah, unfortunately I don't see Tim coming back at this point. This is rough.
Yeah, he's got 21 minutes to score 50 points.
Yeah.
So that would
Just to break even. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's only got
well, I
a
think it would be
combined
49 to break even and 50 to lead if I'm
true.
mathing correctly.
True. And unfortunately, he only has 7 hull left on the board compared to his opponent's 12, 19.
Yeesh. Yeah, that's a scary uphill battle. Killing Vermeil would get him there, but killing Vermeil without taking any more damage does not seem likely.
Yeah, that's tough. It's so hard to predict these, at least any of these with ailerons. They're so squirrely. Getting that, being able to basically modify their dials with the ailerons, they're pretty hard to predict.
Mm-hmm.
Because you basically got to predict their entire dial at times 3.
Yeah. Ugh.
Now from blue here, I really expect a 1 bank followed by a 1 bank to clear his strain.
Oh, that's a strain on blue, not a stress. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That'll clear his strain and effectively give him a 2 hard turn. or a 3 hard turn. I'm not quite sure on the math on that one.
It's sort of a 3-ish.
It's trying to be a 3 turn. It's not
Yeah.
quite there.
Yeah, I think that tracks, unless he doesn't want to bother losing the strain and ensure
Yeah.
you get guns on.
Yep. Could just do a 1 bank followed by a hard 1. I think that would clear.
Yeah, that would definitely clear. That would put him just a bit south of where Obi is currently.
Yeah. I do think that actually might be a better move. I mean, with 4 hull, you're only rolling 1 green, but for the most part, your opponent's not rolling enough reds to kill you, unless you get some sort of fluke, crit combination like fuel leak into a direct hit or something like
Right,
that.
right.
But yeah, I think you'd be fine doing that. There's the 1 bank, followed by
Okay.
the 1 bank.
As you predicted, the pseudo 3 hard. Maybe
Clears the
it's
stress.
slightly wider than a 3 hard. I'm not
It
actually sure how that plays.
sounds to me like it's time to dust off the bottles on the desk, get the templates out, and start moving things on your kitchen table.
Sounds like a plan. Please, let's report back once we figure this out.
This
Smarter
is
X-Men
important
minds than
information.
I'm sure have already figured this out, but
Yeah, yeah, they'll be watching and be like, no, well, if you just do the math.
yeah.
Where's Brandon? He'd know.
He probably would. And Green's
Okay.
does not care about the cloud. Green's just going for it,
Yeah.
hoping to catch Luminara. Probably will.
Yeah, Derek definitely can afford to be super aggressive at this point. Does take that strain back.
Now here's hoping Luminara guessed correctly and 1 turns in and rolls. Sure she didn't, but that would be nice.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Well, yeah, that's probably accurate. Oh, that is a nasty kill box for where Luminara probably will be.
If she does anything basically but a hard 1, she's gonna be sad.
Yeah. Where's Vermeil headed? I mean, over the cloud in some capacity, but
And Vermeil's down both shields. I must have missed. Oh, it's probably from Padme's shot. Missed that one.
both shields. I missed the second shield as well.
Got a bump from Vermeil. Takes that strain, rolling no dice.
And clears the strain, but might take another.
Oh, Lumi's gonna be very sad this turn if she went fast. Takes the same
Mhm.
strain.
Oh boy. That's
This
a
is
really nice looking kill box.
yeah. That's a spooky. That's a big spooky.
Just 3 real pointy ships all pointed in the same direction.
Yeah. I'm gonna kill this direction. All right, we have a very quick Padme. Once again, you can't boost for that range 1 because of Obi's positioning. Kind of the same thing that happened to her earlier with Flo denying her a shot.
Yeah. She just goes for the
Didn't take
lock.
that lock.
I think she might have been safe with a roll, but maybe I'm playing too aggressive. And oof.
Oh, there
We got the
it is.
too hard.
Too
That
hard.
could still be okay.
Could definitely get that barrel roll into a bullseye on Planetary Sentinel. So I think the move here is you take a barrel roll just like that, and
Yep.
then take a focus.
Yeah. That's exactly what she does.
So that's 3 die, one of them being an eyeball, into something with only 1 green. He can take that green off the board. That would help him a lot, especially with Obi moving in here. I think what Obi wants to do is boost to the right
Yeah.
and focus. Get some shots into Vermeil, maybe get half on him. Staying put
Oh.
looks like just going to take the lock. That's it.
Huh.
Although to his credit, I'm not entirely sure if that boosted fit, so might be the better call.
I suppose not. This is the safer call, certainly.
But he's definitely got to play a lot safer here with the way that things are stacking up. He needs
Well,
to play safer.
he does manage it as a 2, so
Uh,
Oh,
spend that luck.
yeah.
He's not rolling any greens. Spend that luck. There you go. There's a hit
Okay,
crate in Vermeil.
okay,
That's what he wants to see. That is half on Vermeil. Direct hit.
okay. So Vermeil's down to 3 hull.
Yep, that's what he needed.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
Does he change Luminara's target priority now?
I don't think so.
No?
I think you want to lay into green, get those 4 dice in range 1 with the
Yeah.
target lock, or excuse me, with the focus.
Yeah, it's too good of a shot to not take.
Yep.
Oh,
Ooh!
and that is not what Vermeil wants to see.
Yep, that's nothing. This could be
Oh.
a turning point for Tim. This is the turn that he needs. He really, really needs to make this shot count in the green. Getting a range 2 shot into blue.
Looks like one
Single
crit.
hit.
Oh, one hit. Okay.
Nope, just a hit. Does have that lock, spending it. Into 2 hits.
All right.
And that's 2 damage. That's
Oh,
half on
man.
blue. This is a good
This
turn
is
for
an
Tim.
interesting game.
Yeah. This is bringing Tim back. And
So,
just like that, he's only 5 points down. Has not taken the money shot. I'm really hoping for Tim's sake that he takes green off the table right. Just doing 3 hits. Could do half. Actually, he will do half because he's only rolling one green.
and
Got the evade.
he
That is
does
exactly half on green.
That puts him in the lead.
Yep.
There we go. That's very exciting.
Absolutely.
And I don't think he's taking any other shots this round. So
No.
that was a
very
fantastic trade.
super solid turn for Tim. He really, really needed that turn. I think Padme should be able to take out blue here okay.
Wow.
So got 3 hole on Vermeil, 2 on the Sentinel, and 2 on 2 of the Sentinels.
It's quite a turn. They didn't take any guns off the board, so it's still a little scary, but
Yeah.
or a little scariff, I guess.
Aha!
it
Oh wow, that was bad.
is.
I think I like Zoomy Loomy better.
Oh no, Zoomy Loomy is inarguably better.
But yeah, if Tim can take Vermeil off, like that should be his number 1 priority right now. If he can take Vermeil off, he can kill the other 3 before they have a chance to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Like that tight initiative on Vermeil is what's making this really, really spooky. But with green only having 2 hull and blue only having 2 hull, it's very easy to take those guns off since they're only rolling 2 green. He has the initiative, or not, but yeah, the initiative advantage on him. Has the ability to reposition. I think Tim's in a pretty good spot right now. It's definitely still scary. It's anyone's game, but Tim is out, by no means out of the game at this point.
Yeah. Looks like there's probably about 2 turns left. There's 12 minutes, so.
Yep. I don't expect there being a table, especially with Lumi still at full health.
Yeah.
And there's just too much hull on Derek's side to take it all off.
There's been a surprising number of tables in this tournament, though, so far.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just some people not getting a hang of their list fast enough, or if it's just a
Well, that's something that I really like about the format because everybody's changing lists. Nobody has the chance to really get good with their lists. Like I'm sure with a week turnaround time for each round, I'm sure there's a handful of people that do get the practice time in, but for the most part, everybody's flying their list for the first time in their tournament game. I would imagine.
Yeah. And this one, that must be the case because this is the first day of this round, so
Yeah.
I can't imagine him getting much practice. And any practice you have is just with these chassis in general.
Yeah.
So, do you think we're seeing sloops and turnarounds from these strikers and reapers?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we're getting a sloop from green. We're getting a 1K from red. We're getting a sloop from vermeil. That way, they're all side by side. They're all getting a turnaround shot into Lumi. Um, Actually, looking at it, might just get a turnaround from green and red, and vermeil might just turn in, just in case Lumi does like a hard turn, something cheeky to try and arc dodge the impending sloops.
Yeah.
Blue coming in fast, try and catch Obi.
I don't see Padme. Oh,
Okay,
interesting. I don't see Padme being able to get guns on blue unless she did a
Talon.
yeah.
Yeah, left Talon would be really solid on her. Actually, that might have been a decent move looking at it in the first place.
Yeah.
So it's quite likely that she might be doing Talon here.
The red is pondering the bank, and so then probably the K turn here. Yep.
Yep. Almost feel like what you do with Vermeil is you try and block with him.
Yeah.
A big chunky base, real easy to block with.
Oh.
Green probably doing a sloop here.
Nope.
Hard one. Nope. Thumps.
Hmm.
Out of position green, unfortunately. I think he was hoping that was going to clear.
Yeah.
Because this might get in Vermeil's way as well.
Yeah, depending on what Vermeil had dialed, but
Yep, I think the one aileron's the only way that he's going to be able to do that. And there's the sloop.
not a bad position.
Green leaves a little to be desired, but
We just got the hard from Padme, not the Talon. So
yeah. But that means she's not getting shot, so that's fine. I think if Obi does like a one bank to the right, even if he lands in the cloud, I think he'll be in good shape. Okay, Lumi zooming out. She wants out.
yeah, no strain, but I don't love where she is.
Yeah. Well, she's taken a range 3 from red
Yeah,
and
and they're
maybe a
gonna be
range.
unmodded attacks, so she can use her ability on those to pretty good effect.
Vermeil will be able to mod a shot because Lumi doesn't have any greens.
Oh, I
But
did not see the 3 bank coming from Obi-Wan there.
yeah, that I'm not too excited about Tim's positioning in this turn. He's going to be taking shots, and he's not really putting much shots back. Okay, so we got Vermeil and Illumi. This is the spooky one. Just one from his ability. She should be fine.
She
She's fine.
is. Yeah.
I'm not going to see much damage going through here. Blue will have a shot on Obi. Red will have a shot on Lumi. We are getting an obstructed range 3 shot into blue from Lumi. We got it is bullseye, so it gets an eyeball. So we got
Yeah, it's nothing.
a good roll. Just leave that alone. Save your force.
Yep. The
Yeah,
flaunting
absolutely.
roll from blue.
I'll just roll natties. No big deal.
Yeah.
Do.
Oh, and then he gets unobstructed back if he wants.
Yeah,
What a meanie.
this is a spooky shot. I mean, go for Obi. Absolutely, try to get that gun off the board.
Yeah.
He's one hull breach. All you need is one hit, and that can make a huge difference.
Yeah.
This is going to be against 4 greens with 2 force available. That's basically 1 crit. That's 1 crit.
Oh no.
Bad.
What
This
a
is direct. Wounded
his
pilot.
wounded pilot. What a terrible time to get all blanks.
Yeah, right.
Oh man. Um
We'll go for that kill shot. on
Yeah.
Obi.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
unobstructed. Like, yeah, that's. Oh no.
Just one again. Hoping not for a blank out.
Okay, and
Got it.
there's the one. Just the one.
Yeah,
Wow, that was some.
that's some bad green.
Oh. That's. You hate to see it.
Yeah, especially when you're running things like Jedi.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I have all these mods. I'll be fine. Nope.
Why am I forgetting what Wounded Pilot does?
That is after you perform a action, you roll a red dice, and then on a hit or crit, you take a stress.
Ah. Alright.
It's really, really bad when you have a double repositioning ship.
Yeah. Especially with the way this reposition works, where you can't just
Yeah.
flip the Wounded Pilot and then like take a boost off of that like you would with a silencer or an interceptor.
Yep. Now, unfortunately for Tim, I don't know if running is an option for him. There's not. With how speedy these strikers are, it's really hard to escape them. Uh, I mean, Padme's in a great spot to get away. Obi's in a fairly good spot to get away with a 3 bank followed by a boost. Um, Lumi's in a really bad place.
Yeah, Lumi's best bet is probably just to clear some clouds and hopefully she gets enough cloud cover to not get
Yeah.
halved.
I almost feel like a 5 forward on Lumi is probably the best bet.
Agreed.
Even if she gets that bump, that's one less shot coming back in. Red, I think, is just a little too far to catch a 5 straight.
I think so.
Yellow definitely won't catch it. Green, I think, is the only one. Green and blue if you don't get that bump.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think at this point it's in Tim's best interest just to run.
Yeah, you gotta hold on to those 11 points for the next 3 minutes. That's it.
Maybe run with Lumi and do a Talon with Padme?
Yeah, I mean, Padme's not gonna get much farther than that anyway, so you may as well try and get a point buffer. Let's see, if Padme does the talent and we manage to kill Blue, that's another 15 another 15 points. So that would mean 25, which actually would be
Allow half on Lumi and still let Tim be ahead.
yeah.
Yep. I think that's the call here. You run with Obi, flip around with Padme, and then Lumi just guns it forward. Takes a strain on that stressed striker. Almost not really set up for any good shots. I'm expecting a 3 to the left here from Obi.
A lot of sibilance in that sentence. Does the bank
Blues chasing
bank?
Obi.
Oh yeah. This could be bad for Obi. I feel like he's going to be able to get a lot of cloud cover and just hope for the best.
I think a 3 bank is going to clear that cloud. He can do a barrel roll and then boost, or a boost and a barrel roll. I think either one is a fine choice right now. Green rolling through that cloud, but should be fine doing the maneuver through it. It's a blank. The actual maneuver is a 3 forward, lands on another cloud. Really, really bad spot for the shot.
Yeah.
And takes the strain.
Take the strain.
What's Vermeil doing? Yeah, he's spreading out his strikers, trying to catch as much as he can. Unfortunately, none of the strikers have a really good shot. I'm predicting. Green definitely doesn't. No matter what, it's obstructed. Vermeil won't be able to catch up to get that shot in unless Obi does something silly like turn right. Actually, imagine a hard one from Obi right now.
Ooh.
To the right. Followed by a boost or a barrel roll.
Okay, we get just the standard 3 hard from Padme. Evade, focus. Yeah, just work on surviving. That's fine. We
So
get a
she's
1 hard from Luminara.
that'll get a shot in the green.
That's
Takes the
fun.
drain. Don't care because she's not taking a shot anyway. Very good maneuvering by Tim here. Okay,
And
using the barrel roll to get the. I don't know if she has the bullseye. I think she just does
well,
barely, but those might just be the nuts.
I guess she does have 1 force left. She might. I hear.
The timer did go off.
Okay.
So this is the last turn. Now what's Obi doing? He's the big one that we're worried about here. Because Obi could give Derek the win.
Yeah. He's the only one
Nope.
that,
Hold on, they got a judge call. I'll be right back.
Oh.
Do you want me to take care of it?
Yeah, go for it. Curious what the judge call is about. My guess would be as to whether she can fine-tuned off of a cloud, which I believe the cloud just gives your perform action step. So, without looking it up, my guess would be yes. She can roll off of the cloud. Look that up while they're waiting in case they need official ruling.
All right.
Let's see. Was I correct as to what the ruling was about? Was it about whether she can fine-tuned off of a cloud?
Yep. That's it.
And she's gone back. Was it because the template would have gone over the cloud, making it fail?
With where she's sitting, the barrel roll template will lay on that cloud, so she can't complete the barrel roll.
Right. That makes sense, because you can do a roll after you've clipped a cloud, but not if the roll would go through the cloud, so that's a failed.
Yep, because going over the clouds.
He did the 1 hard!
There it is.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, I don't know if Obi's in a place that he can reposition from there. I don't think he fits.
I think you try the roll to the right, don't
Oh,
you?
absolutely.
No, he just focuses. Okay.
Well, I was gonna. Yeah, rolling for that stress does not take. So Obi will only be take shot from Vermeil. Does have the green, so Vermeil's ability won't trigger.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Can Obi-Wan put Vermeil out of his misery before he gets to fight back?
It could happen.
It's range 2 with a bullseye. Oh, that's fantastic. So
I would spend the force. 3 force. There
no,
you go.
spend 1 focus and spend 1 force to get it back. It's Obi-Wan.
Right.
And that is the last. Oh, that is 2 on Vermeil. Not enough.
Yep.
Darn.
Quite there.
That natty evade from Vermeil. Is that the second time this game?
that always feels bad when it's like, oh, they're rolling 1 green, so surely they won't get it. And then they do, and then they survive with 1 hole. It's like,
it's rude.
But definitely a good call on keeping that focus. Forgot about Obi's ability.
Yeah.
I'm so used to seeing anyone actually use it.
Oh, that's a spooky roll.
Yes. Oh, we got it.
He's fine.
Yeah.
That's gonna be game for Tim, I believe. I don't.
Let's have a shot.
We do have that green. Maybe.
It's dependent on what happens here. If Green survives, then Derek has a chance.
I mean, Green's gonna survive.
1 crit.
Well,
1 on 1. No mops.
Oh.
He's gonna take that.
Okay.
Direct hit. Nope. Blinded pilot.
Blinded pilot. Okay.
Oh, it's a shame there wasn't 1 more turn. Because that would have been a dead green for sure.
I mean, it still technically could be. This is a pretty low.
Strips that strain though, because he has suffered a shot. Yep, he is getting it. So 2 hits off of Padme. Solid. And he got the 3 of 8.
Plenty.
Yep, so we could see an upset here. If he kills Padme,
that's true.
It's a win for Derek. Just checking the other 2, just for funsies. What a close game, though.
Yeah,
Like,
this has
wow,
been
good
exciting.
for Tim. For Tim, like coming back from where he was, because he was in such a bad place for most of this game. We got 3-on-3, fully modded greens. Just one hit. That's not gonna do it. That's the game.
Wow.
What a receipt. Yeah, three hits and Padme.
What a game.
What an up! Like holy crap!
That's
Going from how far behind Tim was, losing Plo that early, and having his other ships hit so hard, only actually killing one ship and
yeah.
coming out with
111 to 100. You want to try and pop in there and see if we can get a post game interview?
sure. Let's head on over.
Well, if that wasn't one of the most exciting games of X-Wing I've seen in a while.
I'm glad it was entertaining. I'm really looking forward to going back and watching it, because I have to imagine that the commentary for me running over clouds willy-nilly basically every turn is going to be fun to listen to.
Oh, mostly we were like, yeah, he's playing aggressive with the strikers. That's what they do. Like, it makes sense. Like, I think we were on your side with that one. Most of the narrative was, oh man, that was a rough start for the Jedi, and then just watching you crawl your way back.
Yeah. So what was the final point score? I think he got 110 points on my list.
I'm reading it as 111, but I might might be reading that wrong.
Yeah, well, so it's because of the rounding. Yep. Yeah.
And yeah, Derek, as far as the clouds go, you were making a good call there, in my opinion. You were already ahead. It was really going to be hard for Tim to turn around and get aggressive. So you could afford to keep the pressure on. So I don't think you were making any real mistakes going through the clouds.
I know. I was definitely doing it intentionally. I wasn't like, oh, oops, I hit a cloud again this turn. So at least I got that going for me.
Yeah. That was. I can't think of anything that you did, Derek, that I wouldn't have done myself. I mean, you're making the best calls that you had with the information available, especially with effectively playing against 4 aces. It's just Tim just made all the good calls, and then when he didn't, the dice bailed him out one way or another. So yeah, I mean, you had him on the ropes for a long time, and Tim crawling his way back up. That was just a pleasure to watch.
Nice.
Yeah, looking at the dice statistics here, looks like blue, so that would be Derek had really solid green dice.
Yep.
And everything else on here was pretty reasonable, although red had on average kind of low green dice overall.
Yeah.
But really high green dice when it didn't count for the most part.
Yeah,
sure.
They were one hit in, rolling natties or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep. For sure.
Good on Vermeil. I mean, he rolled the natural evade twice, I think.
Yeah.
Which makes a huge difference with the amount of health they have.
For sure. Yeah, that was definitely a fun match. It was definitely a little taxing. Figuring out 5 aileron ships. But it was pretty fun to fly. I liked it.
Good. Yeah, it's decidedly a wild list, but I really like how it turned out. I liked seeing some Hondos happen.
Yep.
I had to make sure to get it in there since I brought it.
You got a raid in the chat.
Oh hey,
Dylan.
Welcome, Catherine Nixera. Thank you for following. And are they also the raid? No, the X-Wing Deep. Okay, yeah, and Mr. Rocker Crocker, Danku Whiskament. You guys are great. Oh, thank you, X-Wing Debrief. You caught us right at the end of the game this time.
Yeah.
I mean, during the debrief, right?
Hey, that's true. Time. You know, that is on theme.
I would highly recommend to those in the chat watching this game, though. It was a really, really solid game.
Oh yeah.
Just watch the Pats broadcast. This is definitely worth your time to watch, and it was a really solid game by both players.
Oh yeah. Any
All right.
thoughts, Tim, on how you crawled back in on this one?
Oh, the learning curve is pretty steep. Like after I lost Plo Koon, I was like, man, I really don't know the maneuvers to these other ships.
That's
And
fair.
Tim, what kind of ships do you normally fly?
I'm a swarm player.
Oh, yeah, this is a little different.
Yeah, I'm used to like one move, and all my ships do that move.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it was like there was a lot of times I just wanted to cut in, and then I was like, I can't because that's like 12 dice coming my way, and I don't want to trust my greens.
No, we that was a quote uttered several times this game was no, don't trust the greens.
Yeah. Because like he would roll, and I was like, oh man, I'm getting a lot of evades. Like, all right, this variance is gonna go, and then I was like, yeah, this isn't gonna last, and then OB blanks out.
Yeah, and he survived. He survived it though.
Oh man, I think
He almost blanked out twice.
this is why Obi-Wan hates flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. For sure.
And then like I was trying to see if I could Hondo with Padme, but like I was just trying to keep her alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think I pointed that out at the beginning of the stream. I think that was your biggest mistake, Tim, was how long it took for Padme to get in.
Yeah.
She was kind of skirting the edges of the field for a long time, and I think she only fired, like 2 or 3 times the entire game. So that hurt you a lot. But I mean, obviously it didn't matter too much because you came back anyway. But yeah, I think if she got stuck in a little bit sooner, that might not have been as much of a nail biter for you.
Yeah.
What was the
but-
final score?
111 to 100.
Yep.
Did I win?
Tim won.
Tim won.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
You
Nice.
didn't know you won?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, well, man, that was pretty close.
Yeah, you got all of pink, half of vermeil, half of green and blue. So
Yeah, I felt I had to like just throw everything at the scarab base with Sloan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think getting Sloan off early helped quite a bit.
Yeah, those re-rolls that you were getting were really, really paying off with Sloan. Like that opening engagement where you were down about where the red cursor is right now. You got those 3 shots in on Plo. That was nice. And I believe you used Sloan's re-roll twice or 3 times there.
Yep,
So,
I
they
got-
were
I got-
always re-rolls into a positive.
Yep, I got plenty of mileage out of Sloan getting Plo Koon off the board.
Yeah, she definitely paid for herself.
Definitely. Well, cool. Thanks so much for having us on stream, guys. This was a really fun game. It's a really fun format. Having Hondo in to do some additional hijinks that wouldn't otherwise be possible.
good. Well, I'm glad you're digging it, and I hope you'll have fun flying the other list from this pairing next week.
Yeah.
For round 4.
God. I just remembered I have to play the Sloan list next week.
Yeah.
You do. You get to have some Aileron's big brain moments.
Oh.
It's kind of a swarm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're running 5 ships. That's a swarm.
Mini swarm.
Yeah, it's a mini swarm.
It's a swarm light.
Giant swarm.
But yeah, thanks for joining us on the stream today. Thanks for signing up for the tournament benefiting the Perky Nerd in Burbank, and thank you to everyone who tuned in from the X-Wing debrief folks. Thanks for showing up. This game will be hosted on Twitch, and then I'm gonna post it onto the Major League X-Wing YouTube as well. So definitely a game to watch. I had a lot of fun. I guess. Yeah, guess it's about time to sign off. So I've been Dylan, and joined here with
Justin.
Alrighty then. Have a great day.